Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending what is a very sad moment. A few weeks ago, I made some very upsetting and borderline derogatory comments to the country of Sweden. I would like to apologize. I am sorry, Sweden, for ever doubting you. I'm sorry, Sweden, for thinking you had nothing and that you would finish 4th in your European group stages. And because of this lapse of judgment on my behalf, I will be issuing the following statement. Sweden is the best. I love IKEA. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is not an egomaniac. Thank you. G'day guys, how's it going? It is Jared HD here. Welcome to our review and reaction of my predictions to the Euro 2020 group stages. There's been some ridiculous statements made on my behalf in hindsight, and there's also been some pretty decent predictions. But today we're going to go through and see just how well I predicted the group stages of Euro 2020. Yes, I will be predicting the knockout rounds as well. That video should be coming out at the same time tomorrow, so make sure you have notifications enabled and you're ready and subscribed and ready for that video to drop tomorrow. But today I wanted to go through and see how well we did in the Euro group stage. If you guys are new around here, however, make sure you scorpion kick that subscribe button down below and leave a like on the video as well if you do go on to enjoy it. But without further ado, let's get into it. Let's look at Group A. So, I got Group A somewhat wrong. It's like the theme of the day seems to be I did some okay choices, but Group A compared to the rest of them, not my best. Now the big one, the big one, Turkey. I know what I said. I know I said Turkey were my dark horse for the competition. I mean, I bloody put a bet on it. Actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to show you the bet slip, but I did put on, which it's now resulted and failed. I put $10 on Turkey to win the Euros at $56, so I would have made $560. But when I make a statement like that, I back it. One of my good mates, Boyd, who is Turkish and often talks to me about Turkish football, summed it up perfectly. Let me do it in his words. So when I was talking to him about it, I said that I put the money on Turkey. He said, ha ha ha, let's go. But as talented as the team is, Turkey always finds a way to stuff it up when it counts. Followed by a message at 4 in the morning after the game against Italy saying, told ya. Turkey were arguably the biggest disappointment of Euro 2020. They finished dead last in the group, and I definitely got that one wrong. Italy, they were just absolutely phenomenal, smashing the group, and for some people, they are the favorites moving forward now. But originally, I predicted Italy, Turkey, Switzerland, Wales, and if you just switch around Turkey and Wales, I got it right, which is an easy statement to make when there's a 4-team group, but it ended up being Italy, Wales, Switzerland, and Turkey. So we got Italy in first and Switzerland in third place correct. Switzerland, of course, qualifying as the third place team, and they are in the round of 16, but we'll have to wait and see how far they go. Moving on to Group B, arguably the most talked about group because of what happened in match day 1. I said it in a previous video, I'll say it again, sending my best wishes and love out to Christian Eriksen. Absolutely heartbreaking scenes when we all saw it live and feared for the worst. Glad to see that he's on the mend, but my God, that was a scary moment. And I think for a lot of neutrals now, we want Denmark to go well. I was so happy when Denmark qualified for the knockout rounds because they have the story. They have that extra bit of motivation to go deep in the tournament. I mean, there was worries and fears when it happened initially that could derail their entire campaign. They obviously had that poor performance in the first game after they were forced, which is just, UEFA have lost a lot of brownie points in this. I mean, you've got the thing with Germany and Hungary, where Germany wanted to put the rainbow colors on the outside of the Allianz Arena, and UEFA denied it. I mean, what are you doing? And then UEFA coming out and saying, oh, the players and the coaching staff of Denmark wanted to play on. And then Schmeichel comes out and says, no, we were told that if we didn't play the remainder of this game, that they were going to give us, they were going to give Finland a 3-0 win. I mean, UEFA, you are not making any friends. You thought UEFA were in a good position where we had a little bit of sympathy for them after the Super League. I think a lot of that is gone now. But regardless, looking at Group B, originally I predicted Belgium first, almost said Denmark. Belgium first, Denmark second, Russia third, Finland fourth. Somewhat close. We had Belgium first, Denmark second, so I got those two right. And then we got Finland and Russia switched around. But Finland, despite finishing third, are not into the knockout rounds. They are one of the 2 teams that finished 3rd to get straight up eliminated. So Finland and Russia, I predicted them to get eliminated anyways, and that's what happens. But again, 2 out of 4. But now we move on to Group C. And I find that, again, the weird storyline about Group C is that the team that came last in North Macedonia probably were the most talked about out of everybody. Like, I never really heard any chat about Austria and Ukraine in the group stages. Obviously, you're going to get the chat about the Netherlands, but North Macedonia, seeing Pandev scoring those goals, he's now the youngest ever goal scorer for North Macedonia at the Euros at age, 37? I think everybody wanted North Macedonia to kind of pull off an upset and be able to do similar to what Greece did back in 2004. But maybe it's bad of me comparing North Macedonia and Greece, but I digress. We went 4 from 4 in this group. I mean, it's probably one of the easier ones to tip, but we have gone the Netherlands in 1st, Austria 2nd, Ukraine 3rd, and North Macedonia 4th. And that is exactly how it ends. We have Netherlands 1st, Austria 2nd, Ukraine 3rd, North Macedonia 4th. Ukraine, Austria, Netherlands all qualifying for the knockout round. But yeah, that group was pretty straightforward. So whilst I'm happy to go 4 from 4, I feel like a lot of people would have gone 4 from 4 as well. But Austria, is this the first time they've made the knockout rounds of a major tournament ever? I feel like we spoke about this in the preview video, but Austria don't normally step up to the big stage. They've done it here, so credit where credit's due to Austria. Now we'll have to wait and see if they can go on to the next stage. Group D. Another group where I may have to hold my hands up and say, yeah, I stuffed up. This group was incredibly close though. I mean, it was a weird one because first place in this group, which obviously turned out to be England, was going to have to face second in the group of death, which is Group F. So the fact that England, it felt like nobody wanted first position. England, not super convincing. Croatia, Czech Republic, Scotland, nobody was convincing. I've got to say though, I think Scotland's one of the most unlucky teams in this tournament because they came so close on so many occasions. That first game against the Czech Republic, they were pretty damn strong. Then they go and get chipped from halfway from Patrick Schick. That was just absolute. That's got to be the goal of the tournament. That or Modric's won yesterday or 2 days ago. But I'm so interested to see how things turn out. Now, going back to my predictions, I went bold with this group. Originally, I predicted England 1st, Scotland 2nd, Croatia 3rd, and Czech Republic 4th, and ultimately ends up as England 1st, Croatia 2nd, Czech Republic 3rd, Scotland 4th, which is probably what a lot of people would have actually tipped. Like I said, went bold, wanted to throw something a little bit different out there. Scotland finishing 4th. I mean, Scotland's only positive result of the Euros was Billy Gilmore testing positive to COVID. And I'm not going to make credit for that joke. I definitely stole that one off Twitter. But yeah, Scotland 4th in the group. Guess we'll have to wait another 23 years to see them at a major tournament. But I'm very interested to see how England go. Of course, now being drawn up against Germany, which is a little bit of a tough one for me to predict, given that I am going for Germany in this tournament. I am part German, so that's my country versus England. That's going to be a tough game. I'm going to talk a bit more about that one tomorrow, but I'm so excited for the knockout round. Moving on to Group E. Yeah, this is the one where I hang my head in shame. I came into it, when I posted the video, when I post videos like these prediction and reviews ones, I'm always like, yeah, there's going to be a few people that are a little bit off me after what I'm about to say. And yeah, the whole country of Sweden, it felt like. I woke up that morning, checked my phone, checked the comments, and I was like, yeah, Swedish people hate me. I'm gonna have the IKEA meatballs getting thrown at my office window. And credit where credit's due, I throw my hands up. You proved me wrong, Sweden. Sweden have topped the group, topping Group AE when I originally predicted them to get 4th. Spain, the real disappointment. I mean, yes, they obviously won 5-0 in their last game, but they were very unconvincing for the most part. Maybe this last game is a turnaround and maybe they're going to go into great form. Need Alvaro Morata to step up for them because he has been just absolutely abysmal. But you know what? I say Spain's a bit of a disappointment. Poland, what are you doing? I said it in the video originally. I said Poland's whole campaign really rests on how much service Lewandowski gets. He got a little bit of service. He had some shocking misses, scored some nice goals. But Poland finishing 4th in the group is very, very surprising. So, originally, I predicted Spain 1st, Poland second, Slovakia third, and then Sweden fourth. Obviously, it ends up as Sweden first, Spain second, Slovakia third, and Poland fourth. So out of that group, the only thing I got right was Slovakia third. God damn it, Jared. You win some, you lose some. And yeah, I definitely lost some in Group E. But we are well and truly back to our best in Group F, the group of death. The final day in this group was so controversial, so exhilarating, so exciting. I mean, I was put in a weird spot where, so the Sunday League team that I play for did a Euro sweepstakes. I got absolutely bummed at the start and got given Hungary. I was like, yeah, sweet, there goes my money down the drain. Hungary were in the fight at the end, but it came down to the final game against Germany. And I was like, shit, do I want Germany to qualify? Or do I want Hungary to qualify and potentially win some money? But ultimately it ended up in a draw, which means Hungary didn't qualify and Germany qualified second and now have to face England. So yeah, I don't know what to expect there, honestly, lads. But this group, nobody really stepped up. That France game, like France versus Hungary, France were all over them, but just so unclinical. France have France are one of the favorites to win the Euros this year. They really haven't impressed too much though. They haven't been super dominant, which I mean, yeah, fair enough. It's tough to do when you're in the group of death. But I predicted France to be so much more dominant than they are. They still finished top of the group, but nobody really shone through in that group. Excited to see what France, Germany, Portugal can all do in the knockout rounds. Are they going to step up and take it to the next level? But that wasn't a super dominant group stage from any of them. I would say Germany probably looked the most dominant, although not that great against Hungary this morning. Credit where credit's due to Hungary though. Easily could have finished with 0 points and just been obliterated 3-4-0 every single game. But they were absolute guns, especially on the counter-attack. I mean, that goal they scored against France, where they got the goal on the counter-attack after just being absolutely peppered. I mean, you've had that shot where Mbappe probably could have finished across his body, could have won the header. You've got the one where Benzema hits it off his shin guard and goes out, which was just ridiculous. But then they hit them on the counter-attack, they score, and they go to the announcers table and just smash it. And that video of the woman just like, what is going on? She's just like looking down and she's like, oh shit, I'm right in the middle of the celebrations right now. That video is going to live in my head rent-free for a long time. But going back to my predictions, originally I predicted France first, Germany second, Portugal third, Hungary fourth, and that is exactly how it ends. France first, Germany second, Portugal third, Hungary fourth. So there we go. Those are my reactions to my predictions for the group stages of Euro 2020. I am so excited for it to be the Euros. I'm so excited for the knockout rounds to be upon us. There's something special. Like, I just feel happier when the Euros and the World Cup and all these major tournaments are on. But my sleep schedule definitely cannot agree. But like I said, lads, I will have a video out more than likely this exact same time tomorrow talking about my predictions for the knockout rounds. So make sure you have notifications enabled so you do not miss that one. Follow me on Twitter as well. I'll post when it goes live. But thank you for dealing with me and my terrible takes. It's been Jared HD here. I'm out. Peace.